This boat, the Mairéad, originally built in 1906, has been fully restored by students who participated in the wooden boat maintenance and repair course on Sherkin Island. This project saw the return of the craft of boat building to the dock on Sherkin after a gap of some 75 years. The Hanora, a traditional wooden lobster boat, was found deteriorating in mud. It was rescued and restored by the students. Her features were kept as true as possible, using original materials such as tree nails for the frame fixings. The current course is in the process of restoring the St. Anthony, a half-decker built in 1926. This boat hit the news headlines in 1981 when the Navy opened fire on her during a fishing confrontation. True to Sherkin tradition, the youngest baby on the island is placed on board for the launch to bring good luck.
The course is accredited under FETAC, and our funding is provided under the Back to Education initiative.
We hope to achieve the skills to repair old wooden boats and to get them back in a working condition. The whole thing is done over a period of 20 Saturdays. We group the people together in groups of 2 or 3. There are about 10 modules in the whole program. Typically there would be health and safety, risk assessment, framing, planking, and the backbone of the vessel. You just assess the boat as what's needed to be done to it. You've got to see how much damage is done. When you get to working on the thing, you have to level the whole thing up, center everything, and try and get it to the proper shape if it's gone out of shape. After that, you have to go about removing the damaged pieces. You can't take the whole thing apart because it'll fall apart. So you have to take every second or third frame out and put in new ones. Batten off the vessel or put a few planks in and fill in all the gaps in between. After that, it's a matter of planking up the vessel from the gunnels to the middle or from the bottom to the middle as well. And basically after that then you have to fare off the hull, caulk it and put in putty and just paint it in.
This course has been running for 3 years, and one of the good things about it is it does have a local historical angle, and it's provided a lot more interest in the course. It's made people aware of Baltimore's maritime heritage.
We brought the boat into the shed. We had to put her up on chocks, and then we aligned her as best we could to her original shape. We had to level the boat, both front and back, and across the ground timbers along the bottom of the boat. We then went to look at the centre line here, and the reason for this is so that we can get half widths of the boat, so that you get the 2 sides of the boat the same. And when we were checking this, we found that the one side was after falling out by an inch or so. So we used a Spanish windlass to pull that side back to its original shape. We had to replace the stem and apron, which is a large structural piece. What we then do is we remove 1 frame at a time for 6 of in 6 stations along the boat, and replace those as we go, removing as little damaged timber as possible so that the boat retains its original shape.
finding out this particular That's enough? The thing about the Hanora was that she was built in 1892, and in those days they didn't even use metal fastenings, so the frames are held together with timber dowels called trunnels, or tree nails. Well, this is a typical frame from the Hanora, and this bit of woodwork was made in 1892, and it shows you very much what tree nails are about. This is a ground timber, the same as this one, and it shows you the tree nails where the frames have been pulled off it. And we'll pull this one out. See, that's how that was fixed. Okay, the two pieces of frames would be squeezed together with a cramp, and then bored out together, and then the peg would have been driven in.
The two boats that we've done in the 2 years previously on this course were built prior to engines were commonplace in boats in this area. So we've always had an engine module in the course, but this year it's going to be more extensive. What we have here is a 3-cylinder air-cooled Lister engine with a marine gearbox. Last week's group of students began stripping this engine. As you can see, they've proceeded quite quickly. Down here now, they've cleaned out the crankcase, and here we have the fuel gallery. Now here, this is the top of the fuel gallery with your oil feeder lines to the rocker arms. Their next section on this module is going to be to overhaul pieces they've taken out, and then we will be refitting any spares that are necessary and rebuilding the engine. And this will go back as good as new into the boat.
My main interest in the thing, apart from seeing the boats finished, is to see people able to do this either for their own benefit or hopefully to get a job in the workplace. There is a certain demand in the wooden boat industry for people with these kind of skills.
Where to